Righty ho, we have your second helping of World of Warships for today. So, um, thank you, game. So, what's going to happen in this game? We're going to be playing the lovely Zao. Very fun ship. I really do quite like Zao. My stats in Zao are quite frankly awful. I think my win rate is like 40-50%. But keep in mind, Zao was also, I think, like my second tier 10, so keep that in mind. And especially considering that my first tier 10 was Yamato. So at this point, Um, I was used to like battleships. So kind of keep that in mind, I guess. But with that said, we start off no carrier. To be fair, I should probably change the defensive into Hydro. I don't play this ship very often, so I forgot. But with that said, we're going to go towards A. We're going to have a few ships here. But all things considered, this is going to be hopefully a fairly nice game for you guys to watch. Um, and we make very, very good use of our hit points. Because, of course, Zhao is quite well known for being quite trolley in terms of armor scheme. We do get Citadeled a few times, but, you know, we make good use of our health. But, with that said, during these early moments of the game where basically nothing is happening, um, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh yeah. If any of you guys would like to, see more of this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe if you're not already. It doesn't cost a thing. Um, if you've got some critique you would like to pass on, just put it in the comments. And if there is anything in particular that you think I need to work on or change, just let me know. And I'll get right on it. If it's something I can change, job's a good one. If it's something that's out of my reach now, but something I will work on, then better yet, just keep an eye out for the changes and all. Um, if you would like to see, not just the cherry picked games, like the good games, and also keep in mind that a good game doesn't necessarily mean a win. So you will start eventually seeing losses as well. If you'd like to see games that aren't just, the cherry picked good games, you can find me on Twitch. That's where I do all of that kind of stuff. Um, and if you would like to see all of the other stuff, if you'd like to get to know Pudding, for example, you can find me on Discord. There will be a link to all of these things down in the description below. So if you would like to join in, I'd be mighty happy for any of that. But with that said, let's get on with the game. So things are beginning to unfold now. We decide to move up to AP for this Smolensk because Zao AP hurts, and it's something you know, people often underestimate. People often underestimate just how good Zao AP is, honestly. Um, and as a result, it's something people don't really think about. So we land two citadels on the Smolensk, followed by another citadel. Um, and we are about to get some more salvos out. Um, so we don't manage any citadels this time round, but we're still going to we're still going to keep up the fire. With how accurate these guns are, it would be a bit rude not to really. So with that said, we get another salvo out, and I think at this point, I think we're on the edge of the map, but we go back to HE, I think, soon. Um, I believe. Yes, yes. See, because this is one of these things with Zao. Your HE is amazing, and your AP is really good. So you want to have expert loader for this exact reason, just purely because you switch back and forth between them so much. With that said, though, we do finish off the Smolensk and we do take out. That wasn't a citadel. You can tell by the amount we can heal, but that hurt. Like quite that hurt a lot. Um, so we land a nice salvo on the Yamato, and we get a fire in the process. And we're just going to keep shooting at the Yamato for a little bit now. That was a citadel, I do believe. Either that or just a very big pen, because it was only like 5k damage, but we lost some of our healing capability at the same time. So that's kind of why I get the feeling that was a citadel. It would be really nice if they actually had a thing. Excuse me, a thing that would tell you if like it, that particular hit was a citadel or something. That would be like brilliant, but I understand also why they don't, because the game is kind of crowded as it is in terms of like UI elements. So I understand why they don't, but it would be nice. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna need to dodge these torps. It's like, no, I'm not. So it works out okay, I guess. So we get some more shells out at the Ohio using our spotter. We were going to get some torps in the water, but I kind of had the thought of, well, realistically speaking, the Yamato isn't going to be pushing that hard, so I just didn't think it was really worth it, especially not from behind friendlies. That's definitely not a good idea. Now, however, I do believe the Yamato repaired our fire, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and set him on fire again, like that. And if I was in fact correct, then that means that's a permafire, which is always good. We like permafires. See if we can't do it again. Doesn't look like we'll be able to but there is also the Republic there. So if we can, we'll see if we can get some shots at the Republic. I can't remember if I did shoot at the Republic. But, we'll see, because Republic is basically covered in basically no armor, so if we can get some shells on the Repub, then not bad. Also, I didn't realize the Repub was shooting at me at that point. I thought he was shooting at the Smolensk like last time. But it seems I was wrong. So we get a decent chunk on the Repub. And yeah, that works out pretty well. The Repub misses, so does the Puerto Rico. Now, the Republic repaired my fire. Unfortunately, I don't have range on the Republic at current. So I was basically stuck there with his priority target because he repaired my fire, but then I can't actually shoot at him because he's too far away, kind of thing, which is annoying. So we decided to turn our attention to this Ohio. Now, our first few shots are going to be not very good because I misjudged where he was going and how he was, maneuvering and all. But, we get some shells off. And, it's not too bad so far. I think, we land like 2 shells there, but both of them shatter. I'm not sure what they shattered on. Probably the casemates for, her anti-air. And secondary turrets, but I'm not too sure. So, at this point, I think we decide to switch over to AP, because that Yamato is showing us quite a bit of side, and you can get some like massive chunks if you can get into like the side of the bow on battleships. So that was like what 6k, 7k ish. So pretty solid, all things considered. But we decided to switch back to HE because most of the targets that we can see now are all angled. So realistically, we're not going to get that much luck as far as AP goes so far. So our main ammunition of choice for now should really be HE. Now we need to turn in so we don't ground. We don't want to be grounding in front of a Yamato Republic and in Ohio. That wouldn't be a very good idea. All things considered. So we get some shells on the Ohio. Those are actually okay. And now we turn out to angle some because the Ohio is quite scary as a cruiser. I know it's not a cruiser, but I mean, with me as a cruiser, Ohio is scary. You know, I don't want to be on the receiving end of an Ohio, as a cruiser. It's not a very fun concept. So we load AP for the Puerto Rico, and we should do decent damage, but still 4k. That could have been better, to be fair. Now, I might have tunnel visioned here a bit, and that cost quite a lot of health as a result. So we are going to turn back out so we don't, beach on the island. But that hurt. That could have been like a dev strike. And in fairness, like, because I was tunnel visioning, it really should have been. But fortunately for me, it wasn't. So, that's nice. We switch back to HE. And, yeah, now there's a bit of banter between the what's his name? The Ohio and myself. Not anything spectacular, but, like, it's always nice. Let's see. I think we actually finish off the we get to finish off the Puerto Rico. That always feels satisfying. So next up is the Yamato, but I do believe the Yamato dies to our Minotaur, was it? Or was that... No, Minotaur's already dead, I think. Yeah. So that's that. We're up to 140k damage, though. I'm not going to complain. That's like a pretty decent, clip and all. He repairs the fire, but it wouldn't have saved him anyways. The Smolensk finishes him off with torpedoes. And that right there is the game. So, we make 330,000 credits, 4,920 XP, 2,000 base, a Dreadnought and First Blood, 141,000 damage, 2 ships sunk, 131 shell hits, 7 fires, 3 citadels, 5 defended, and 1 spotting ribbons. And onto the team score. We topped the team pretty handily. 1,900 base, 1,700 was the next down from us, and I mean, honestly, the fact that we only have one ship below 1,000 shows this was actually a pretty good team. This is what teams should look like. Well, minus this one, of course. He killed one of ours, but it's one of those things that happens with long-range torpedoes, I guess. But I'd say that was a reasonably good game. But with that said, I will leave you to form your own opinion on whether this was a good game or not. If you think so, do let me know down in the comments. If you think it was I could have done better, or you think I could have... Well, I mean, I know I made a fair few mistakes here and all, but like... If you think I did badly, well, let me know down in the comments as well. But with that said, I'll love you and leave you. If you would like to see more games like this, just keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it, and it doesn't cost anything. So, this and that. If you would like to see all of the other games, not just the good cherry-picked games, and keep in mind, a good game doesn't necessarily mean a win. But if you would like to see all of the games that aren't the cherry-picked, like, top shelf good games, get onto Twitch. There will be a link for this down in the description down below. And if you would like to give me a follow there, you will be able to see more of all of the other kinds of games. And that's also free. If you'd like to subscribe on there, that's not free, and I'm not expecting that. But if you do decide to do that, it helps and all. But with that said, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to pump out content that you hopefully enjoy. If you have any ship suggestions or anything you want to see played, pop it down in the description below, and I will get right on it. With that said, I will see you all again next time. Do take care, everyone, and have yourself a wonderful, morning, evening, night, whatever it happens to be there. Do take care, and have a good one. Goodbye for now, and do take care.